everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki and I use my clairaudient and channeling abilities to help people find the magic within. If you're new here, welcome. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos every week. Today, I will be channeling messages from Prince songs. Prince is an absolute icon in the world, and may he rest in peace. I was inspired to do this video because I was watching a YouTube video about how it's important to not be nice, but to be kind, and the person that was doing the video gave Prince as an example, saying how Prince was nice, but not too nice. And I got the idea to channel messages in his songs because he has a lot of really good ones. So in the next part of the video, you will see 3 different piles. Please meditate on the pile that is speaking to you and go to the timestamps that I provide down below to go directly to your reading from there. Also, if any part of a message does not resonate, just know that message is not for you. Don't try to force something that does not fit. Only take what resonates and leave what does not. Let's jump into the readings. Hey, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Which Prince song has a message for you? I will be using a Spotify playlist called This is Prince, so let's see what your song is. We have Take Me With You from the Purple Rain album. So I will go channel the lyrics from that song, pile number 1, and I will be right back. Sit tight. Okay, pile number 1, here are your channeled lyrics from the Prince song, Take Me With You. To be around you is so right. Your sheer perfection. Thank you. Drive me crazy. Drive me all night. Just don't break the connection. I have your pile right here. Let's see what your cards say. We have the 3 of Swords. Not the right time. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. I let my intimate relationships be my greatest learning devices for spiritual growth and healing. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance. Bloom where you are planted. My future is glorious. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. So, okay, pile number one, let's reflect on your lyrics one more time here. To be around you is so right. Your sheer perfection, thank you. Drive me crazy, drive me all night. Just don't break the connection. So, with the lyrics in the song, what I'm being drawn to the most is just don't break the connection. And this really does epitomize the Three of Swords. So, what I am picking up on strongly for some of you is a party of three where one person is having difficulty choosing between one person or another, is seeing both people. There could be some infidelity going on here, but for some others of you, this is an arrangement where it's okay with all of the members that are involved. All the people that are involved are okay with this situation, but on a soul level, there is this feeling of authenticity coming through, of not being okay with it, wanting to be with the person and wanting it to be a two-party transaction rather than three, is what I'm getting here. I am picking up on heartbreak for some of you, somebody wanting to continue to see someone, not wanting to break that connection. So I'm going to place my hand on the Three of Swords here and see what Spirit wants to tell me. Thank you, Spirit. What other messages do you have with the Three of Swords? I'm hearing closure. There is a sense of really needing closure from this situation for some of you, wanting to just have things settled in a manner that wraps everything up. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, some of you are healing from a situation that took place in the past that was similar to this, where in the past in this relationship it had that energy of, I don't want to break this connection. I want to continue to be in this relationship with you. And I am hearing unrequited love. Somebody didn't feel the same as the other person did. And I'm seeing two different dynamics here. I am seeing, for some of you, you are the one that had your heart broken. And then there's others of you who did the heartbreaking, is what I am seeing here. And for those of you who perhaps did the heartbreaking, this is important not to blame yourself for anything or to be harsh on yourself. You felt the way you did for a reason, and it's okay if you don't have those feelings for someone. I'm picking up on guilt around having to end something with someone who you perhaps weren't really into, and that's 100% okay. Your feelings aren't lying to you, for those of you who felt like you broke someone's heart. And I'm being shown that it's important to make sure that there is closure. And as long as you are communicating what it is you want in a kind way, then that's all that matters. You're setting those boundaries for yourself and you're listening to your feelings. So there's nothing to be guilty or feel guilty for. Unless it was done in a mean way, then it's still important to forgive yourself for that and just take that as a learning experience, knowing that that's not something that you want to continue to do going forward, that you want to change those things within yourself and come from the understanding that not everything has to end badly. That doesn't mean that people won't get hurt, but we can still end things in a way that is kind and move on and still be true to ourselves. What else with this Three of Swords card, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, they're pointing out how this was a very passionate relationship. So they're drawing me to the lyrics in the song, drive me crazy, drive me all night. So I am picking up on very passionate energy between you and whoever this other person is. Or if you didn't feel the same way about them, picking up on their passionate energy towards you. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, for those of you who have had your heart broken or feel like you have your heart broken from this situation, there is healing taking place right now. I'm being shown that it's important for you to continue to do that healing. And I'm also being shown how there's like a piece of a heart missing. And that's because when we give our energy so much to someone that we are interested in, and if it's unrequited, then a piece of us continues to stay with that person because we're giving our power away. So it's important for you to call back your power. Those of you who may still be thinking about a certain someone who broke your heart, and call that piece of your heart back to you, because it's important to keep our hearts open but still guard our hearts, if that makes sense. There needs to be some personal boundaries in your aura. And doing this healing work on your broken heart is essential to bringing that power back to you, calling your power back to you, so that your heart is whole and mended and complete once again. You are already worthy, whole, and complete as you are, but when we give so much of ourselves to another person who isn't giving the same energy back to us, we're giving our power away, and parts of our soul, parts of our heart that energy stays with the person until we call it back while we are healing. And I can see some of you are actually doing that right now. And there is a huge lesson that has been evolving from this situation. The next card that is right next to the Three of Swords is not the right time. So if there was something you were contemplating on doing, Spirit is saying now is not the right time to take part in that. So I'm going to place my hand on this card and see what they are referring to in particular. Thank you, Spirit. What is not the right time right now? Not the right time for what right now? Thank you. For some of you, it's due to you healing your heart. It's important for you to heal your heart first before putting yourself back out into the dating world, because if we are out and about dating other people when we aren't fully healed, then that is energy that is kind of taking up residence in the situation with whoever we are dating. And I'm being shown that because some of you may not be completely over someone from your past or someone in your current present moment right now, you're not really able to fully give of yourself to someone else who wants a relationship right now, because there's still, like, in the back of your mind is wanting to have this connection with this other person. So it's not really fair to the people that you may be attempting to date, because they're not fully getting you. They're not fully getting your attention. And you fully being present, because there's a part of you that's still lingering in the past. So it's important to be fully present with the people that we are dating. So first and foremost, it's important for you to heal. Whatever situation you need to heal from, it's important to take that time to heal, because Spirit is saying it's not the right time for some of you to embark in the dating world, because those wounds that aren't healed are being brought into your relationships with other people that you're trying to date. So what else, Spirit? Is there anything else that you're referring to about it not being the right time right now? They're showing me a sponge that like absorbs a lot of energy. So I'm picking up on a lot of you are empaths, and you absorb energy very, very strongly. You pick up on emotions of other people very, very strongly. And this person that you may have been wanting a connection with, this third party situation, I'm being shown that you have taken on energy from these different people. You're holding on to energy right now that does not belong to you. So it's very important to strengthen your aura. Your aura is what provides a very good boundary to your energy. And something that I just learned recently is that, yeah, it is important to protect your energy, but if we keep operating from an awareness that we need to protect ourselves, that's continuing to like block off like any connections with other people, and that's not what we want to do. Instead, it's important to give permission to yourself to be responsible for 100% of your energy, and also to give permission to people outside of you to do whatever they want with their energy. But because you're taking responsibility for your energy, you're going to be able to discern from a very good vantage point which energy is yours and what is not. And as you get in tune with learning how to put that aura boundary, strengthening it, you will be able to, specifically even in meditation, you will be able to see like patches of energy that are not yours. And you can command that foreign energy to leave your body. Okay? So I'm being shown that there's energy you have absorbed from other people, and the way that you are actually feeling, it's not yours. It's not yours, okay? So it's important to strengthen your aura boundary, give permission to yourself to 100% hold on to your energy, but also give permission to the energy outside of you to exist, to be what it is, to allow other people to do what they want to do. But this is how you are creating a healthy aura boundary around your energy, and it will leave space between your energy and energy of other people, and you will begin to see which energy within yourself is truly yours and that which is not. You'll see it in like patches of color. I did this a couple days ago, and I saw like this purple patch of energy like in my mind. So I was taking on energy of like thought patterns from other people that were not mine. So I did a meditation to release that fully from my body. You command the foreign energy to leave. So if you are an empath, this is very, very important to learn. And it's not about judging other people's energy, not blaming them for absorbing their energy. It's about giving permission for their energy to exist, but also setting those energetic boundaries with permission rather than looking at it from a sense of, oh, I need to protect myself. Because if we look at it from that perspective, then we are not truly keeping our hearts open, and it's important to keep our hearts open. while still guarding it. That's what that means. The card next to not the right time is fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So I'm going to place my hand on the fairy spotting card. What are you referring to with the fairy spotting card, Spirit? Thank you. I'm being shown that some of you work specifically with fairies, or if you are not aware of that yet, you have a strong presence of fairies around you. So like if you are someone who goes out for walks, one key thing to look for, you know those flowers that have, they're like, you can blow the petals off of them. They're like white, you blow it and then they flutter around you. While you're walking, if you see some of those float by you, those are actually fairies or your spirit guides letting you know that they are there with you. And it's a sign that you are attuning your frequency to that of nature's. So getting out in nature would also help to aid in your healing at this time. What else is going on with the fairy spotting card, Spirit? Thank you. I'm hearing dancing and I'm hearing drawing. I'm being shown that some of you specifically have drawn pictures of fairies, and that has actually been an inspired download from the universe, your spirit guides. And I'm being shown these drawings and they are phenomenal. Your drawings are very, very good. So they're showing me that when you tap into your creative side, when you're drawing, for those of you who may just be drawers or painters, you may not paint fairies or draw fairies. I'm seeing specifically that some of you do, but if you are an artist in some format with drawing and painting, this is something that Spirit is showing me will help you heal. Tapping your creative energy into a project that you are passionate about, something that you love to do. And with dancing, I'm being shown, for some of you who are dancers, that your spirit guides and certain fairy spirits actually love to dance with you when you dance. Your spirit guides love to interact with you and communicate with you when you dance. So if you have a creative passion to dance or you just love to do it for fun, that's a great way to get inspiration or guidance from your energetic support team. The card next to fairy spotting is, I let my intimate relationships be my greatest learning devices for spiritual growth and healing. So yeah, that's where I was picking up on with the Three of Swords and this situation that revolves around heartbreak and a lot of healing being done, or a third party situation here. This situation that has caused a lot of discomfort, it is where the greatest lesson, one of the greatest lessons you came here to learn, is evolving. So what have you learned from this situation? What have you learned about your relationships? What have you learned about yourself? And what have you learned that you want out of a relationship? What have you learned that you don't want out of a relationship? How do you want to be treated in a relationship? I'm going to place my hand on this card and see what else Spirit wants to bring through. Thank you, Spirit. What other messages do you have with this card? They're telling me to look at the lyrics of the song here. To be around you is so right. Your sheer perfection. Thank you. So there's this energy of I'm being drawn to your sheer perfection. So with this card, I let my intimate relationships be my greatest learning devices for spiritual growth and healing, and your sheer perfection. There's a very powerful lesson with that lyric in this song and this card. So it's almost like looking at someone thinking that they are your perfect mate, that there is no one else out there that could epitomize the perfection that this person is. And there's a lesson here that I'm picking up on very strongly. I'm going to see what else I can hear, but it's like it has to do with how one views certain people that they want to be in a relationship with, thinking that they are perfect. What else are you trying to say here, Spirit? Yeah, I'm being shown for those of you who want to be in a relationship with a certain person that you think is perfect. Spirit wants you to know that there is no person in this world who is perfect. And a lot of you, I'm being shown, if you were to be in a relationship with this certain person, you would find out very quickly that they were not perfect, because sometimes when we idealize perfection about a person, we're viewing them how we want to see them, and the truth of the matter is that's not how they really are. But once that person were to let their guard down and let a relationship in, you would learn very quickly how not perfect that person is. And it would be this big glass shattering. Now, that's not to say that there aren't people in the world who are perfect for us, but there's nobody in the world who is perfect. So, Spirit wants you to know that nobody in the world is perfect. It's just when we're with the person that we're wanting to be with, intended to be with, when we are truly operating from a place of unconditional love, we would be able to look past any of their flaws because we love them unconditionally from our heart, and vice versa. That would be what a true soulmate connection is. And soulmates are not perfect, but they are perfect for each other. But if there's any perception of perfection, Spirit is kind of bringing a wake-up call here to let you know that nobody is perfect, but that your intimate relationships are where you're going to experience a lot of spiritual growth in your life. So pay attention to what you are learning from the people you are in relationships, not just, love relationships. This is also with friendships and also with family members. We learn a lot from our family members. Next, we have take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay, Spirit, what does pile number 1 need to take a break from? The first thing that I'm hearing is overthinking. It's important to get present in your body and put your focus on yourself right now. Take a break from thinking about this situation. Put your focus on something else that will get your mind off of it. This is what will start the healing process, because it's important to put the energy back to yourself. Because when we overthink and we put that energy out on someone else, we project that energy on someone else, we're giving our power away. So Spirit is saying take a break from the overthinking and put your focus on something else to get your mind off of it. This could be the creative project for those of you who are artists. If you sing some songs, do some dancing, go watch a movie that makes you laugh, or any genre of a movie that just puts you in a good mood. Do some cooking, call up a friend, call up a family member. Just do something to get your mind off of the overthinking. There are also many guided meditations you can do to help quiet your mind. It At first, if you're new to meditation, the thoughts will just go through your mind like really quickly. But as you learn to harness that energy, you will begin to observe your thoughts and detach yourself from them to the point where you can just merely observe them, knowing that you are not your thoughts. So this card here, what I'm picking up on very strongly is taking a break from overthinking, doing what you can to stop overthinking. Then we have wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance. So with this card, when we want more for other people, we are letting the universe know that we are ready to begin manifesting in our life because we celebrate other people's successes rather than getting caught up in this energy of comparing oneself. When we want more for others, that'll put you into an energy of abundance because you are recognizing your own unique value. You want to succeed, but you also want other people to succeed. And it just creates this joyful energy in your life where you realize, wow, I don't need to compare myself to other people. I have unique gifts and talents. Everybody else has unique gifts and talents. And when we collaborate with one another, we create something extraordinary. So one program that has been conditioned into the world is that there is never enough or that we are not enough. And that is not true. There is no lack in the universe. So if this is a belief that you have that there is never enough or there is a scarcity mindset, you can shift that belief to, I believe there is enough. I believe I am enough. I believe I am worthy. And then as you continue to focus on your worthiness, your love for yourself, you begin to see others in that same light. Because when we are comparing ourselves to other people, that is what is happening. We are seeing light in other people, but we're refusing to see that light within ourselves. So if you flip the script, you see the light in yourself, you begin to see the light in other people, and you want to celebrate their successes. You want people to be successful as much as you want to be successful. So I'm going to place my hand on this card and see what other messages Spirit wants to bring through. Yeah, they're saying to practice gratitude for what you already have and practice self-love for yourself. So if this is this heartbreak situation that took place, if you're still healing from that right now, to get in the mode of gratitude because it will raise your vibration in a very powerful way and you will attract what you want to you that much quicker. The next card, bloom where you are planted. So I'm being shown that some of you don't really like where you are at currently. This could be where you live, it could be a job, but Spirit is saying first and foremost to bloom where you are planted. Develop an appreciation for the good that's in your life right now, and as you're planting those seeds, you bloom where you are planted. I'll give you an example of this. I have dreams to travel the world, and one thing that happened was me and my fiance Anthony, we went to a town that was like 40 minutes away, and we decided that it was really cool to travel to other places within our home state. And I was like, I asked my spirit guides, I was like, so this is like appreciating where I'm at right now instead of just wanting to get out of my home state and travel all over the world. Those dreams are fine. But Spirit is saying, first and foremost, appreciate where you are, bloom where you are planted, and then watch as that grows into something really beautiful. So I'm going to place my hand on the card here and see what else Spirit wants to tell you. What other messages do you have with this card, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, they're just showing me a garden that's being watered. So that's also a message to stay hydrated because there are a lot of light codes that water gives our bodies. So they're saying, in a sense, plant the seeds within yourself, water, nurture yourself, and then just continue to bloom where you are planted because you're cultivating that self love and also having appreciation for the good that's in your life because that will be magnified and you won't be so focused on everything that's going wrong. You have a shift in perspective when you focus on the good. And the last card here is my future is glorious. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. Yeah, Spirit is saying to get excited about your future because this deep healing that's taking place within you right now is really setting you up for success in the future. You are creating your future in the present moment right now. So I'm going to place my hand on this card and see what other messages want to come through. Thank you, Spirit. What else you want to say with my future is glorious? Yeah, some of you are learning about manifestation right now, and you're manifesting big things in your life. What you want is on the way. So that's a confirmation for those of you who are manifesting something specific. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, they keep saying get excited because you have something very special that you need to share with the world. You have a very unique gift that the world needs to see and know. So that is all that I am seeing, pile number 1. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Which Prince song has a message for you? I will be using a Spotify playlist called This is Prince, so let's see what your song is. We have Kiss. I will go channel the lyrics from that song, pile number 2, and I will be right back. Sit tight. Okay, pile number 2, here are your channeled lyrics from the song Kiss. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss. I have your pile right here. Let's see what your cards say. We have the 8 of Cups. Remain positive. Find balance. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. I can find peace in every breath. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Every cycle is a higher opportunity. I am willing to let go. I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. Okay, let's reflect on the lyrics one more time. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss. Okay, so what I am picking up on very strongly, pile number 2, is that some of you are in the process of walking away from something or someone right now. You're thinking about bigger and better things on the horizon. And with the lyrics in the song, this feels like if this is a relationship you are walking away from, it has this feeling of just wanting to be accepted for who you are, wanting to be with someone who accepts you as much as you accept them. Because I'm getting the energy that you are a very accepting person. Because in the lyrics of the song, it's saying you don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. There ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. So there's this energy of just wanting to be with someone who accepts you for who you are as much as you accept them. And a lot of you are coming into this realization that you have to walk away from something that no longer serves you, perhaps someone who doesn't accept you for who you are, to bring in that new energy of finding someone who accepts you for who you are. And when we walk away from someone who does not accept us, that is a big sign to the universe that you accept you for who you are, because you're willing to let go of someone who doesn't accept you for who you are. So I'm going to place my hand on the 8 of Cups here and see what's going on. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do you want to bring through in addition to the lyrics in the song with the 8 of Cups? Yeah, I'm hearing dreaming. A lot of you have actually been dreaming about a soulmate or someone you would be compatible with, is what I'm being seen, what I'm being shown. You're also having dreams about this person, I'm being shown. Your soulmate has actually been visiting you in your dreams. So that's why you're feeling this energy and this pull to walk away from something that no longer serves you, is because you have a soul contract that's kind of beckoning to you, is what I'm being shown, and you've been dreaming about this person. Even if you don't remember the dream when you wake up, there's a lot of work that we do in the astral realms when we are asleep, so that energy still has a tendency to influence us upon waking. What else, Spirit? There was a shadow that just kind of went over my face a little bit here, so I do feel that there is some shadow work that needs to take place. What is this shadow work in regards to, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, it's about knowing your own value and what you are willing and not willing to put up with. Because I feel like a lot of you on the message here have felt this energy, because we have the card trust the niggle. What is that nagging feeling trying to tell you? So there is just this feeling, this energy of your current situation right now, where some of you feel that this isn't something that is meant for you, and just wanting to walk away from what no longer serves you. So if you have a feeling that you need to walk away from a person or situation, then it's important to listen to your intuition above all else. So going within would really, really help you at this time. I'm also being shown that you will have more clarity when you find more balance in your life between your work, your rest, and your playtime. And also taking power naps to recharge in the afternoon, if you have the time to do that, will really benefit you. So I'm going to place my hand on the Find Balance card. What else do you want to say with this card, Spirit? Thank you. I'm hearing the word authority. So I feel like there is something here where you need to take your power back from someone or something. Exerting your own authority in a situation, not letting someone talk down to you for some of you, not letting someone take your power, standing strong in your presence, and not handing your power over to someone else. This will help balance the energy within you. This is a particular message for some of you about balancing your energy specifically. What else, Spirit? Thank you. I'm hearing rabbit. I'm not sure why I'm hearing rabbit. Perhaps some of you have a pet rabbit or you have a lucky rabbit's foot. And Spirit is saying that for those of you who have like a lucky rabbit foot that you hold on to, it the energy with that is very powerful. In terms of why I'm seeing a rabbit, rabbits tend to be fearful. If you notice, if you have a rabbit in your yard and you go outside, the rabbit will run off. So there is something here about needing to address certain fears that you may be having. Ask yourself what it is you are truly afraid of in terms of what it is you may need to walk away from. Really get specific with yourself about what that is, because there is a feeling here of energy that is influencing you right now. That's your intuition telling you that it's time to move on from something. Because yeah, I am picking up on anxiety, like that fearful rabbit type of energy, because we have I can find peace in every breath. I am being shown that some of you have actually had panic attacks or anxiety attacks when thinking about moving away. And that energy, when we are experiencing anxiety, I know this because I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2013, and I actually did take medication for it for a couple of years. And it's no joke. Anxiety is something that's pretty terrifying. But when you understand that you can actually control it through your breath, then you realize that you are the one who has power over your anxiety. So breathing through the anxiety is what will help you. And while you're breathing through, just repeating a mantra, I can find peace with every breath. The mantra of this card. Because then what you're doing is you're giving permission for the anxiety to be there. You're giving it permission to exist. Instead of resisting it, that anxiety wants to be there. And that's why it continues to come back, is because of the resistance. So when you give it permission to exist and you breathe through it, it actually just moves through you and it goes out the other side. And it is very, very powerful. So this is why it's so important to feel your emotions. And when you allow it to move through you, when you breathe through it, you tell yourself, I can find peace in every breath. You breathe through the panic attack. You breathe through the anxiety. You let it go through you. You give it permission to exist instead of resisting it. Then it goes through you, and you will find that the anxiety will dissipate more and more because you're learning to master that emotion. You're learning to have control over that emotion instead of letting that anxiety control you. This is how you learn to control it yourself. So I am seeing there is some anxiety about having to walk away. There I'm hearing, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Is what I keep hearing, that like, how are things going to work out? Well, first and foremost, stay present right now and don't resist the panic attack. Don't resist the anxiety. Breathe through it, knowing that you can control it. That's how powerful you are. And you can find peace in every breath. And as you do that, because you're removing those blockages within your system that anxiety created, you will have more clarity about what it is you want to do for yourself in terms of what it is you need to walk away from. You'll have more clarity on that nagging feeling, and you will know what is best for you. So Spirit is saying to remain positive. You have a very, very powerful energetic support team. I am hearing you are divinely guided and protected, but our energetic support team can only do so much to assist us because we're the ones that are having the thoughts, we're feeling the emotions. So we have to take action in those areas and meet the universe, meet our energetic support team halfway so that they can continue to help bring experiences to us that bring us joy, because as we work through the emotions, we hold space to feel more joy. We hold space to feel more happiness. And you judge yourself less for feeling the anxiety. You stop resisting it. And that's how you can work to not let it control your life. So the next card that's right next to the nagging feeling is, when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. So yeah, that's what I was picking up on. You have a very strong connection to the spiritual realm. Some of you actually may be coming into your psychic abilities. You may have telepathic abilities. And as you raise your vibration, these gifts actually become more strong. So I'm going to place my hand on this card. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. What else would you like to tell pile number 2, Spirit? Thank you. They're saying that they accept you for who you are, and they always have, and that you are not alone. So if you have felt that way, they've been with you through every anxiety attack. They've been with you through all of this indecision. They've been with you through the tears. They've been with you through the heartache. They've been with you when people have treated you less than you've deserved. They've been there comforting you, and they want you to know that they have never gone anywhere. You are not alone. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you want to say? I am hearing starseed, so some of you may have a very specific mission to uplift humanity at this time, because it's something that humanity really does need. That's why there have been a lot of volunteers to come to Earth at this time to help people heal, help uplift people, to show people a better way of being that is true and authentic to each individual. So continue to be true and authentic to yourself. The next card is, every cycle is a higher opportunity. So yeah, there is a cycle that you are breaking right now. And I feel very strongly that it is in regards to a relationship or a job. And I'm going to place my hand on the card here and see what Spirit wants to say. What are these cycles? Yeah, there's a pattern here for some of you of not feeling like you can venture off on your own and do your own thing. And that is not true. You actually have everything you need within you to do what it is you want to do. You can do what you love. You can get paid for doing what you love. You can live a happy, joyful life by choosing that for yourself. You can create your own reality. You don't need someone else to approve of you, to validate you. You are worthy, whole, and complete as you are right now. It's just important for you to recognize that. And there's a cycle here needing to break out of that way of thinking. What else, Spirit? What other cycles are going on here? I am hearing for some of you there is a cycle of being cheated on. And if you are in a cycle where you are being cheated on, until you put your foot down where you will not accept that behavior, that pattern will continue to repeat. So if that's something that you need to walk away from, someone who continuously cheats on you, then it's time to put your foot down. Now, that's not to say that the person who's cheating can't change. They 100% can, but if this has happened multiple times and they haven't made any effort to change, it's time to recognize your value, knowing that you deserve more and that you don't need that person to validate you, that you have everything within you to succeed in the world. And you'll see how powerful you are when you break that cycle, knowing your worth, knowing your value. You'll bring a partner into your life who will be authentic and true to you, because when you walk away from someone who isn't authentic and true to you, you're showing the universe, hey, I'm tired of this. I am ready for something amazing. And the universe will deliver that to you. Any other cycle, Spirit? Thank you. There's something here about listening. Spirit is saying to listen. You will learn a lot just by observing and listening in your environment. Because oftentimes we can be so caught up in what it is we are working on or what it is that we're doing in our day that we don't really notice what other people are talking about or what other people are really saying. Spirit is saying, really listen to the conversations around you, because everything and every person in our life is reflecting something to us about ourselves. So pay attention to the conversations people are having around you, and that will give you a very good indication of some of the patterns that you need to break in your own life. We can't break the pattern if we're not aware of the pattern. So listen to the conversations of people around you. That will give you an indication of the patterns in your life and within yourself to work on at this time. Then we have, I am willing to let go. I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. So, willing to let go. That's kind of what the whole reading has been about here. So, Eight of Cups, walking away, letting something go that no longer serves you. You are already a very accepting person. You don't seem to be caught up in the notion of people needing or having a lot of money to make you happy. You don't really care about the coolness of a person if they're wearing the latest like trends. Now that might be something that you're into, but I'm picking up strongly that you're not like very particular if somebody else has those things. So you do have this energy of being able to let go. I feel like you've let go of certain things and people in your past. There's just something here right now that you're having difficulty letting go of. And you're feeling that energy, that nagging feeling that's asking you to let go. You have your spiritual team showing you signs and synchronicities that it's time to move on. But first and foremost, listen to what yourself is telling you. and pay attention to the energy. The energy won't lie. If you're in an environment where you don't feel good, that is an indication that it's time to move on and move towards things that do make you feel good, because you want to make yourself feel good. So I'm going to place my hand on the card here. I am willing to let go. What messages do you have with this card, Spirit? Thank you. I'm hearing let go of anger, and I also heard compromise. So if there's a tendency to argue in relationships, Spirit is saying that this is one of the cycles that is being brought up for awareness, for you to become aware of it so that you can begin to heal that. Because that anger, if you allow it to control you, that kind of leaves you out of control. So there's definitely some anger that needs to be let go of. There are guided meditations you can do to do that. Because I will say, if anger stays in the body, if resentment stays in the body, it can lead to very painful inflammation. And I know this because I've experienced it. I'm actually doing a lot of healing in terms of people pleasing and letting go of guilt, shame, and anger. And if we don't speak our truth in regards to anger, then it stays in the body and it creates inflammation and is very, very painful. It can leave you feeling debilitated. So honor your anger, express it. You can write it out, write everything out that you were angry about, just to release it. And also, I'm hearing compromise. There's some situations here where more compromise is needed, not at the expense of being untrue to who you are, but compromising in the sense of letting go of one's pride to be able to see the other person's perspective. What else, Spirit, in terms of needing to let go of something? Thank you. Yeah, control, letting go of control, letting go of how outcomes need to happen, letting go of the attachment to how things need to happen, having more trust. And that's why they had the card here. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. When you let go of control and you trust in the guidance that you are being given from your energetic support team, you will cultivate a trust where it helps you learn how to let go of control and to trust that everything is working out for you. And also, a powerful mantra that you can say is, I am willing to let go of control. I am willing to learn how to trust. Because when you say the words, I am willing, the universe really pays attention to that, to your willingness to want to learn. Because to be honest, we were actually never done learning. So that is all that I am seeing. Pile number 2. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Which Prince song has a message for you? I will be using a Spotify playlist called This is Prince, so let's see what your song is. We have Uptown. So I will go channel the lyrics from that song, pile number 3, and I will be right back. Sit tight. Okay, pile number 3, here are your channeled lyrics from the song Uptown by Prince. She's just a crazy, 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 mixed up dame. She's just a victim of society and all its games. Now, where I come from, we don't let society tell us how it's supposed to be. Our clothes, our hair, we don't care. It's all about being there. Have your pile right here. Let's see what your cards say. We have the Hanged Man. No, with an exclamation point. Hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. I don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Synchronicity is a love letter from the universe across space and time. I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. Life is simple and easy. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. I trust myself and I trust life. All is well. Let's reflect on the lyrics one more time. She's just a crazy, crazy, crazy mixed up dame. She's just a victim of society and all its games. Now, where I come from, we don't let society tell us how it's supposed to be. Our clothes, our hair, we don't care. It's all about being there. So, what I'm being drawn to first and foremost is the card, I don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. And they are actually showing me Prince. Prince epitomizes this mantra. He was so true and authentic to himself, and his music really epitomized that as well. So the lyrics in the song, she's just a victim of society and all its games. Now, where I come from, we don't let society tell us how it's supposed to be. Our clothes, our hair, we don't care. This is about being authentic to who you truly are. Not dancing around the perimeter of the person you want to be, stepping fully and completely into the authentic version of yourself. And Prince is somebody who truly epitomizes that. So there's something here about being true to yourself, because the card that is right next to the I don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be is hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or a memory at the back of your mind. And when we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So if there are any truths within you that you haven't shined that light on, something hidden is about to be exposed or be revealed, whether this is you revealing it or remembering it in a memory, remembering it in a dream. I am hearing past lives. I do feel like there are patterns from past lives that you are just now coming into knowledge about, hidden patterns to come up to be healed, and truly being true to who you really are. I'll place my hand on the Hidden Depths card here. Spirit, what other messages do you have with hidden depths? Yeah, some of you, there's something you need to say, something that you've kept hidden inside you that you need to speak your truth about with your words, or however it is you communicate. What else, Spirit? Thank you. This is a specific message for some of you. There's something here about a dog. There's some type of a truth about a dog that needs to be communicated. A memory about a dog. This could have been like a fear of dogs or a situation that took place with a dog. This is just a message for some of you. Some of you needed to hear that. A pattern with a dog that needs to be let go of. What else, Spirit? I'm being shown grass and a sprinkler. Like the sprinkler obviously waters the yard and the grass grows. So I think this is epitomizing you growing as a person the more that you allow your truth to shine through. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, not allowing yourself to hold back who you are any longer at the cost of making other people happy, because it's important that you make yourself happy. So I'm being drawn to the lyrics. Tell us how it's supposed to be, our clothes, our hair, we don't care. So like if you wear your hair a particular way, the clothes that you dress, wear your hair the way you want to wear it. Wear the clothes that you want to wear. Don't care what other people think, because if people are judging you based off of that, they are just afraid to be themselves and they're projecting it onto you. So always be true to who you are and how you want to present yourself, how you want to communicate your opinions. It's important that you stay unique to who you are, authentic to who you are. With the Hangman, there is this energy of waiting for something right now. Spirit, what's going on with the Hangman here? What is this waiting energy? A lot of you are waiting to be told that it's okay to do something from someone else. And the card right next to that is no. So Spirit is saying stop doing that. You don't need anyone's permission to be who you really are. You don't need to look to other people for the answers. Yes, we collaborate with each other, but it's important for you to really go within. That's why we have this hidden depth card. Because the first two lines of this song, she's just a crazy, crazy, crazy mixed up dame. She's just a victim of society and all its games. So what Prince was saying in this song is that the Matrix is filled with all of these mind games. And in order to break out of the Matrix, to break out of that pattern of people pleasing, to break out of that pattern of a victim mentality where we blame everybody else for our problems and for things that have happened in our lives, it's all happening for you and not to you. And if we pass blame on people and situations outside of us, we're giving them control. So, and that's what you're seeing, especially with a lot of certain mandates that have been taking place in the world, just using, the injection for a control mechanism. And if that's something that you have been grappling with, it's important to listen to your voice within. So for some of you, there's this situation that feels very uncomfortable, and with the ever unfolding rose, Spirit is saying that you are being cracked open right now, and that this situation is happening for you, not to you. But it is important to stay in control of your own beliefs, stay true to who you are, and know that you have free will. Nothing can be forced on you if you don't allow it to. And that's reminiscent of anything in the world. That just doesn't apply to our current world circumstances. It's the trap that people are falling into is fighting about it, when we need to respect each other, look at each other's perspectives in terms of anything in the world. If we're fighting about it, we're falling into the trap. It's okay to have an opinion, but we have to get to a point where it's okay to disagree with each other and still love each other. So it's important to give permission to another person's perspective, and also give permission to yourself for your own perspective. Don't allow yourself to be a victim of society where you're giving your power and control away to other people. Because if we don't take responsibility for our own lives, if we're a victim of our own of society, then we are letting other people create our reality for us. But when you take your power back, you take responsibility, you step into your power, realizing that you can create whatever reality you want for yourself, and you are capable of doing great things in the world. You have everything you need within you. So yeah, tap into those hidden depths within yourself. And if you're in a situation that feels very constricted, this is a situation that's happening for you. There's a very powerful lesson here for you to pay attention to own your own power. And Spirit is saying that there is a lot of synchronicities being given to you at this time. So I'm going to place my hand on the card and see what specifically you can look for in terms of these synchronicities. Thank you, Spirit. What synchronicities are you showing pile number 3? Yeah, angel numbers like 111, 222, 1111. Pay attention to those numbers. They have a very powerful message. And if you're seeing a repeating one, then that is a message that they're really, really trying to get to you right at this time. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, they're showing me billboards. So you might see a certain message on a billboard that resonates with your current situation right now. Pay attention to that. What else, Spirit? Thank you. I am hearing bullying. There's a pattern of bullying here. Don't let people bully you. Don't let people walk all over you. I feel like for some of you, there's a situation here where in your reality, a situation has been created where you may be bullied, and it's important to, instead of repeating this pattern, make a decision that is different from the one that you have previously made. This could mean standing up for yourself. This could mean walking away. This could mean where you need to speak your truth. Perhaps this is somebody you need to speak your truth to about. And if this person is not willing to meet you halfway and understand where you're coming from, then that's a sign that it's time to move on from this situation and this person. Thank you, Spirit. What other synchronicities are coming through right now? Being drawn to the envelope on the card, perhaps you've received a letter. There are very powerful messages within that letter. It could be from a soulmate who sent you this letter, someone you're connecting with, or you are about to receive a letter. Pay attention to what the letter is saying, because it could hold a key message to something about your hidden depths, something that needs to be brought to the surface. And this could also be how something is exposed through a letter, something with a letter here for some of you. But this is something that's happening to crack you open, to keep your heart open while still guarding your heart and continuing to be authentic to who you are. It's just important to not allow yourself to be a victim with what is going on. This is coming up so that you can make a new decision now that you are aware, so that you can break the pattern. The next card is, I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. So yeah, their spirit is saying, with all the synchronicities you're being given and the guidance you're being given, it's all around you right now. You are being helped and guided on a very high level. So I'm going to place my hand on the synchronicity card again and the guidance and see what else Spirit wants to tell you. Thank you, Spirit. What other messages do you have for pile number 3? Yeah, they're showing me a turtle, which is kind of reminiscent of this hanged man energy, this waiting, feeling like things are going slow. What is the purpose of that, Spirit? Thank you. They're saying baby steps, because I feel like with whatever's going to be exposed or whatever you're learning right now, it's kind of like a shock to your system. And it's important, as you're learning who you really are more and more, as you reveal those hidden depths within you, to take baby steps in regards to these things. Because if it's something you weren't really allowing yourself to be authentic with in the past, then it's important to go slow and to take your time, especially with this healing. Healing takes time. It is a process, so it's not something that needs to be rushed, and it shouldn't be rushed. Thank you, Spirit. What else? They're saying that your life is precious, that your life matters, and that your authenticity, as you allow yourself to be more and more authentic and true to who you are as you're being cracked open, you are a magnificent light in this world. And they're drawing me back to the Hanged Man. See how on the card the Hanged Man is hanging upside down, but there's like this light shining, but he's upside down. So it's like things feel upside down right now in your current situation. And as you continue to learn about these hidden depths that are within you and you step into your power, you're being cracked open. See, like the light is literally shining from his head. It's like this being cracked open right now. And just the authenticity just pouring out, and being strong in who you really are and not caring what other people think, knowing that you don't need other people's validation and approval to be who you really are. But in the card here, he is upside down, so it's like the light is just kind of in this waiting period. The light is shining out from this guy's head in the card, allowing certain things to be exposed. It's like the truth is coming out, being cracked open, and just learning more about who you really are. But the lyrics in the song, they're drawing me to, she's just a crazy, crazy, crazy mixed up dame. So I am feeling like there is a lot of confusion, not knowing like what is going on. So I am being shown that some of you are having a spiritual awakening, some of you are having your psychic abilities come online, and these aren't things that you were used to, and I completely understand that. I didn't have my spiritual awakening until 2 years ago, and I just started having clairaudient abilities and psychic visions, and it can be a lot to process at first. But if these are the hidden depths, things that about yourself that you're learning, take baby steps with them. You don't have to know everything all at once. And the last card here, life is simple and easy. So they are showing me that there is a belief here that some of you have had, that life has to be hard, that you have to work hard. And Spirit is saying, no, those are beliefs, and that those beliefs and thoughts and emotions can be changed. Life is meant to be simple and easy. It's meant to be enjoyable. I'm going to place my hand on the card here and see what Spirit is wanting to bring through. Okay, there is a darker energy coming through in terms of this is just a specific message for some of you. I am hearing the word suicide. So I don't know if someone close to you resorted to suicide, or if there have been thoughts of suicide. If that is the case, then please, please, please reach out to someone that you can talk to, and know that you are truly not alone, and that the difficult things that you have went through in your life, they are truly meant to help you help other people. And it's just so interesting. They want me to tell you about this movie that I just watched. It just came on Netflix, called The Guilty, with Jake Gyllenhaal. It's a little bit of a slower film, but there's a very powerful quote in it, and one of the actresses in the film says to Jake Gyllenhaal that broken people help save broken people. So you very well could be someone who chose to incarnate and go through some very difficult things so that you could help other people who have gone through the same thing. You could be here to help other people who have struggled with similar things that you have struggled with. And I am being shown how strong your energy is, and you really do have this very influential way of relating to people. And your story, it feels like so powerful. Like I can just feel the energy wash over me right now. And I just want you to know that just by being on this reading right now, I know that this is something that some of you need to hear. And Spirit wants you to know that, to understand that there's been a belief in our world, in our society, that life has to be hard and difficult, and that we need to struggle with depression and anxiety and all of these difficult, dark things. But that is not true. These are beliefs that have been conditioned and programmed into people. And we can take our power back and change those beliefs, knowing that life is meant to be simple and easy. You are meant to feel good. You are meant to do what you love. And you have a very powerful message with the difficult things that you have experienced to share in the world. And I don't believe that anyone is truly broken, but we all do go through some really difficult shit. And we sharing these experiences with one another, letting each other know that we are there for one another, putting ourselves out there, knowing that that human connection is there. We don't heal in isolation. We heal in community. So please, please, please share your story, and know that when you're sharing your story from a place of helping other people, it's not considered oversharing. Oversharing is when it's done from a place of wanting pity. But when you share your story from a place of truly wanting to help other people who have went through similar things as you, then that's when it's authentic and genuine. It's not inauthentic or weak to share a difficult story about yourself. You are here to do really amazing things. So this waiting period, it's just temporary, okay? Don't dance around the perimeter of the person that you want to be. Step in fully and completely. Be true to who you are. And know that we heal in community, not in isolation. So that is all that I am seeing, pile number 3. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.